Today we're going to discuss the second and third grade speaking test for Access. Here are some things to know. The test is not scored by the English language teacher or anyone in the school, but by WIDA, the company who gives the test. We want students to extend their speaking, not give short 1 or 2 word answers. Complex thoughts are always a great idea. Students should speak until the timer runs out. Students need to use academic vocabulary. Here's an example. What is the reporter doing at the art show? A student may want to respond simply, taking notes, but instead we would want them to say something like, the reporter is asking questions about the art show and writing down information. Students may make a mistake when speaking, and that is okay. The student response does not have to be perfect. We do not want students to press the stop button if they mess up. The student can just take a breath and then finish their speaking response. What the student might do before hitting the record button. Write down a list of what they want to say. We don't want a script because we don't want it to sound rehearsed. Practice. The student can set and practice their response before recording. There is no time limit on the test. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, this is an art show, okay? Do you know what an art show is?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what it is?
It's like where there's art all over the place, and then you see who is the winner. Who has the best painting.
Yes, great job. So I'm going to read from this little prompt first, okay? Because the art show is very popular, a reporter is going to write an article about it for a local newspaper. A photographer also comes to take pictures for the article. Do you know what a reporter is? Can you tell me what the job of a reporter would be?
They
Make sure to give the student plenty of wait time to process their response.
I don't know how to describe it.
You don't know how to describe it? That's fine. I'm going to give you a picture in just a minute, and you may be able to help me, okay? So I'm going to read that again. You ready? Because the art show is very popular, a reporter is coming to write an article about it at the local newspaper. A photographer also comes to take pictures, okay, for the article. So we are going to look at a picture, okay? In the picture, you're going to see a photographer, and she takes many pictures with her camera, okay? Some of the pictures will appear in the art show. So if you're looking here, which one of these people would you say is the reporter, and which one is the photographer?
I think this one is the reporter and this one is the
Yeah. Why do you think this one is the reporter? Here we are asking for the student to extend the question, to extend their thoughts.
Because he has a notebook in his hand and he looks like he's listening.
Yeah, he's listening and he has a notebook. So what would a reporter do?
They would write stuff in their notebook.
Yeah, they would write stuff in their notebook. And then what would a photographer do?
They would take pictures.
Great. Look at, let's see. So we already looked at her and she's taking her pictures, okay? Then this is the reporter and he talks to people about the art show. He interviews people, he asks them questions, and takes notes, okay? So that is what a reporter does. So earlier when I asked you that question and you were thinking, we kind of answered that now, okay? So he interviews people, he asks them questions, and he takes notes. Later, he will use his notes and he will write the newspaper article. Does that make sense? Okay, so he's interviewing the lady and he's taking the notes, okay? So here is the question. Tell me what the reporter is doing at the art show.
He's interviewing people.
He's interviewing people. That's a great answer. Okay. So can you tell me more than just he's interviewing people?
He is writing notes.
He's interviewing people. He's writing notes. We're just going to jot this down. Okay. I'm going to let you jot it down. we're not writing big, full, complete sentences. We're just kind of making a list. Okay? So you said, well, what was your first thing he was doing? Interviewing people. Can you write that? And if you can't spell it, that's okay. Just spell it as close as you can. Okay, so interviewing. And then you said the other thing is he was writing notes. Okay, writing notes. The teacher is asking the student to make a list. Something super easy to do in the classroom or at home. Can you think of anything else he would be doing?
Listening.
Listening, that's great. Go ahead and put listening down. Your ideas are amazing. Okay. So again, we didn't write like a big bunch of stuff, right? We just wrote our ideas down. Okay. So now we're going to rethink our first answer. Okay. Your first answer was really good. We're just going to make it stronger. Okay. So the question is, tell me about what the reporter is doing at the art show. The teacher read the question again to the student to remind them what they were answering. So do you know in class, whenever your teacher asks you to restate a question, we're going to do the same. So we're going to try starting it out with, the reporter at the art show is, can you try saying that?
The reporter at the art show is.
Okay. And then we're going to talk about our ideas. And we want them to be long, thought out, big thoughts. Not just the reporter at the art show is interviewing, writing notes, and listening. Can you think of a way to expand your ideas?
The reporter is interviewing people.
Great. The reporter is interviewing people.
He is writing notes.
He is writing notes.
And he is listening to them.
And he is listening to them. That was a beautiful, very strong statement. Good job.
Practice at home. Let your student watch a short video and ask questions. How is the video related to school? How is the video related to home? Read a book together with your student. Ask them, what is the theme or lesson we learned from the book? Ask them to describe one of the characters from the story and tell why that character is important to the story. Remember, we are looking for full, complete thoughts with details.